Come back. I'm gonna get into the instant match reaction to the U.S. Lamar Open Cup game. Minnesota United 4, Sporting Kansas City 1. We start out the game really, really good with Angelo picking up a goal in the second minute with a lovely ball from Darwin, which plays him through, and he nutmegs the goalkeeper to get us up 1-0. And we played pretty well. It was back and forth a little bit in the first half, and then we have a lackluster defense from Miller and Boxall. Miller gets beat on his side, and the Sporting Kansas City player is allowed to put a cross in, and they get a foot to it and some bouncing ball into the right side of the net. And Boxall really should have stepped up and either clear it, or Miller really can't get beat either, and I blame probably them for that goal. And at that point, it was a little nervy. We were clearly the better team, but they had this goal, and the team looked, when the goal went in, a little bit deflated, a little bit disappointed. Um, and you could kind of tell that coming out. But Sporting Kansas City has some good chances after that, actually, and Lawrence Olam has to foul Sporting Kansas City when they're on a break, and he picks up a yellow, I believe, in the 39th minute. He knew what he was doing. It was a composed challenge, and he really just wanted to stop the play and get everyone set. And I'm okay with picking up that yellow card. So that's good. I think that was a good breakup of play from Lamar, or from Lawrence, not Lamar. Sorry, Lawrence. Even though you're not watching for sure. Anyway, he picks up that yellow card, and a little bit after that, a Sporting Kansas City player goes right through Darwin and picks up a yellow in the 43rd minute, and then we go into halftime at 1-1. And at this point, it was a little bit, wasn't sure how we were playing quite well, but after they got that goal, they're creating some opportunities and getting into the game a little bit more. Sporting Kansas City was, but in the second half, we came out real quick, real quick. Um, and Ethan Finley scores a goal from a lovely ball from Hassani Dotson, who has really come on into his own playing. He actually played a little bit farther forward today in the left midfield. He played in the left as a left midfielder, where Miguel usually plays, and he played really good. It was reminding me a lot like the Batman, the young Batman we know and love. I think we have found our Robin. That is for sure. I've been seeing stuff about him, and it's going to be a lot of Batman and Robin, I believe, with Asani and Miguel bombing up and down that left side. Maybe even Chase Gasper, because Chase Gasper played outstanding tonight at left back. Absolutely outstanding. His first start of the year. He came in this last weekend in Colorado for a substitution appearance. But this was his first start, not MLS start, but first start, and he played really, really, really good. And it looks like our scouting department, for at least this draft, has done really well. And I mean, Osberg tonight looked great at center back, and against Berlin the other week he looked pretty good. Um, and this is his second season, so it looks like maybe we have been doing some good things in this draft, or in the most recent drafts. Um, so yeah, I think they played, Gasper and Hassani played great. But anyway, we go up 2-1, and that was in the 46th minute. And we, after that, look really good in the second half. Um, we were creating opportunities, trying things, and then in the 55th minute, um, Carwin or Darwin Quintero scores, and he did get the assist on the first goal from Angelo, and it was really nice to see Angelo and Quintero scoring together and being on the same page, even on a set piece. Um, we really knew Colorado, Angelo was yelling a bit at Darwin. We did put a ball in the air at the end of the game, and he put that little ball on the ground. He did the same thing tonight in Sporting Kansas City, but they knew it was happening, and almost Angelo was able to do something out of it instead of just putting in a ball where we weren't going to win the header. So it felt like everyone was on the same page tonight in the attack, at least. So it wasn't like Darwin was doing his own thing and Angelo was doing his own thing, and it felt like everyone was on the same page. And Angelo makes a really, really good run, beats his defender, and is able to tee up Darwin for a nice tap in. He had a sliding tap in, but nonetheless a good third goal, and Angelo did all the work on that. But Darwin is there to put it away, and it's a great goal. And we go up 3-1, and at this point it's feeling really good. And really shortly after that, Busio gets subbed on for Fell Harbor for Sporting Kansas City, there's been a lot of buzz around Busio in the MLS, and he came on and he really didn't do much. He did help Sporting Kansas City bring the ball up and a little bit more on the left side in midfield and in the midfield a little bit, but it really didn't change the game. And luckily for us, after that, Angelo Rodriguez plays Darwin in for. You'll have to. I recommend looking this goal up if you haven't seen it yet. But Darwin dribbles the goalkeeper, gets past him, and the defender thinks he's going to shoot in the bottom left, and he slides to make a goal on clearance, and Darwin doesn't even shoot and just dribbles it up and lifts it up over him into the back of the net, and we go 4-1. And at that point, it feels like job done. In the 67th minute, 4-1 up, and it feels like we're going on to the next round. Colin Martin picked up a yellow card shortly after the goal. It was a deserved yellow card. He had been picking up some fouls, and he takes out the defender from a big hit from Colin Martin and takes him out, and they both looked like it hurt a little bit, but Colin Martin picks up a yellow card for that. And we make a substitution for Mason Toy in the 75th minute for Angelo Rodriguez, so it felt good to give Toy some minutes. He had an opportunity. Played quite well. For the little bit of time he was on, I thought he played quite well. And then also we got to see a little bit of Carter Manley came in for Eric Miller. Manley played quite well. Didn't get to see too much of him, but he had a nice couple 1-2 passes. Didn't do anything wrong. Played good. And Asani Dotson unfortunately picked up a yellow card at the end of the game in the 85th minute. It's a little soft yellow in my opinion, but happens. The ref was actually really, really good tonight. Didn't have too many missed anything really. I can't think of anything. I think he even got our 5th goal at the end. We disallowed, right? I believe there's no VAR in the Open Cup because of some stadiums can't do it, so the whole competition needs to be equal. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that, but I really think he got that right. I think Darwin or Angelo was probably offsides on the one that Darwin gets fouled, and everyone thought it was a goal. It even gets put up on the scoreboard, but the ref called it off, and I believe they got the right call there, even though it was a bit weird just how they did it. They let the play go through, and then the side ref doesn't put his flag up or anything, but then calls the ref over and calls it off after the goal. It was a little bit strange, but can't complain. The refs were really good tonight. And we go on to the next round, and we played really, really good, and it needed a lot. We needed those goals from our attack, so it felt like a great performance, and yeah. I'm going to go, guys, and I'll get the player ratings out ASAP.